Hey everybody, we had some more news come out last night that kind of got buried with the Mike Hoffman signing, but there was a very important trade between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Ottawa Senators that, while the players involved aren't exactly big names, it's really important because the Tampa Bay Lightning should now be cap compliant to start this season. And obviously their salary cap situation has been something heavily talked about around the NHL. Just like that, one deal later, and with the help of LTIR, they should be cap compliant this coming year. So before we fully get into it, I just ask that you please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet. Both of those things help out a lot and are greatly, greatly appreciated. But last night, the Ottawa Senators acquired forward Cedric Paquette and defenseman Braydon Coburn, as well as a second-round pick from the Tampa Bay Lightning in exchange for forward Marian Gaborik, LTIR, and goaltender Anders Nilsson, LTIR. So basically the Lightning get nothing but LTIR candidates back, so they give away Paquette and Coburn as well as a second round pick. But that takes enough money off the books with everyone that they have on LTIR that they will be able to be under the salary cap to start this season. Obviously, they lose Paquette and Coburn, but those are depth guys, not a huge deal. And they're going to be under the salary cap somehow. It seems absolutely nuts, but they're somehow going to be under the salary cap. And if we flip over to Cap Friendly here and take a look, what you see here, $15.8 million in projected LTIR use. That's how much they are over the salary cap right now. $15.8 million. Yeah, well, when you go down to their injured list here, Kucherov, 9.5. Gaborik, 4.8. Nilsson, 2.6. That's almost $17 million headed to LTIR for the Tampa Bay Lightning. When the season does begin, they only needed 15.8. They're getting 16.9. They are going to be under the salary cap. Somehow, they are going to be under the salary cap for this coming season because of those LTIR guys. So there you have it. Tampa Bay did not have to give up any of the big guns, the Tyler Johnsons, the Andre Palat, Yanni Gourdes. They didn't have to give up anyone like that. And because of the Kucherov injury and because of this trade, they're going to be under the salary cap for this coming season, at least until Kucherov comes back. If he comes back in the playoffs, that could be a whole different issue for the Lightning. But at least to start the year in the regular season, they're cap compliant now. Braydon Coburn, not really a huge loss. Obviously, he's a veteran guy with a lot of leadership abilities in the locker room and stuff, so a little bit of a loss, but they have the depth defenseman to kind of make up for the loss of Coburn. They re-signed Ruda. They brought back Luke Schenn. From an on-ice standpoint, the loss of Coburn is not a huge deal. I'm more concerned about the loss of Cedric Paquette. Paquette is a really solid fourth-line player, and he's been a really good guy for the Lightning for the past few years on their fourth line, and he brings a little bit of that agitator quality. He's physical, he gets under the opponent's skin, and he can chip in offensively as well. I really like the addition of Paquette and Coburn to the Ottawa Senators. Obviously, it's only for, well, their contracts are only for this year, so it's not like it's a long-term commitment, although I think Paquette could end up staying as the fourth-line center in Ottawa, given just how good he is in that role and what he brings to the table. But Coburn's a really nice veteran addition to that back end for a season. While they wait for their young guys to be NHL ready. I don't think many of Ottawa's young guys are NHL ready yet. I think that's why you're seeing them make these moves for veteran players. Like they brought in Stepan the other day. Now they brought in Coburn and Paquette. I think they know that a lot of these guys need another year or two before they're actually NHL ready, and they're not going to rush them up to the NHL level, especially this season with a shortened year and in the Canadian division, which is going to be so difficult. I mean, Ottawa is almost guaranteed to finish last in that division, or certainly bottom two. They're not better than Edmonton. They're not better than Vancouver. They're not better than Toronto. They're not better than Montreal. They're not better than Calgary. So they're already guaranteed not to be in the playoffs pretty much. So there's no sense in rushing your prospects, and bringing in some of these veteran guys it's good for the locker room. It's going to help out the young guys that are up at the NHL level, and they're pretty solid veterans. And then Coburn will be a good addition to that blue line, just as kind of a bottom pair veteran guy. And Paquette I really like a lot as a fourth line center. He's as good as you're going to find in the league for a fourth line center, just in his physicality, his ability to agitate the opponent, and his ability to chip in offensively, kill penalties, and do all of that as well. So that's a nice addition for the Ottawa Senators. Obviously, they also get the second round pick, which they wanted, and makes a lot of sense for a rebuilding team to get another draft pick. So I mean, it's a good deal, and Tampa gets what they need, which is cap compliant with only giving up depth guys, and Ottawa gets a really solid couple of veteran additions to the lineup there, which will certainly help them this season. So amazingly, Tampa Bay, with the help of LTIR, has found a way to get themselves under the salary cap for this season. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon, merchandise store, and donation link are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.